Hi guys, welcome to our video. Today is an introduction on 3D printers. This is the Creality Ender 3 that we're going to look at. We're just going to look at some basic components of the printer. So at the top we have the filament roll. The filament roll is what the models are made out of. This is PLA and it's fed down through the printer through a series of tubes and is led to the extruding nozzle. In the extruding nozzle, the PLA is heated up and then distributed across the bed by the system, which reads G-code, which we'll discuss later on. And then we have the display screen over on the right hand side. Here we get to choose our prints, our printing models, and we have full control over the printer. For example, heating the bed which the model sits on. So we have a Cartesian system here, so we have the z-axis, which is the height. Then we have the x-axis, which reads from left to right. And then we have the y-axis, which is forward and backwards. This is very important for the G-code, which we'll just discuss later on. So here we have just a quick SolidWorks model of a little house, and we're actually going to 3D print this. So first off, to begin our process of 3D printing, we must save this SolidWorks file as an STL file. Now that's a big one to remember, guys, STL. An STL file breaks down the model into triangulations and creates points on our model for the 3D printer and the software for the G-code to read. So if we just have a quick look here now, we have our triangulations up on screen. This is all points that our 3D printer and our software will read later on. So now we are going to get the G-code. So we have Cora open, which is a slicing software. So we're just going to insert our model now in a moment. Here we're just sorting out layers and infill and support. So my infill is set at 20, we have supports on, and we have a nice layering set. So now we're just going to import our house. So as you can see, it came up on its side. We are just going to rotate this now so it's lying flat on its base. This software has loads of little tools like that allows you to choose the orientation of your model, how many prints you have on the bed at one time, etc. So now, before we go into preview, we're just going to click slice, and slicing it will break the model into layers and it will read it. So we'll see that in a moment. So it's going to take 10.5 hours to print this, and it gives it a nice weighting. So here's all the layers that the software has broken the model down into using the triangulations from the STL file. So here we're just going to have a look at this. We can see the yellow filament being inserted or laid on top of the grey object. That's a new layer been made, and that's exactly what our printer is going to do in real life. Then we're just going to have a look through as all the layers get built on. So now this is another kind of straight on view, and if you look really closely you can see the different colours of yellow going up and down, and each one of those represents a layer. So in this we have 431 layers. Now we're just going to have a look at the printer in action. If you look really closely you can see the layers been added on as the printer goes back and forth. So this is the x-axis moving left to right and our y-axis moving front to back. This happens at each layer as we build it up. This is currently on the 4th layer, just building a nice secure base for our house. Every good house has a good foundation. So now if we take a look, this is a good few layers in, and we've started to build our honeycomb. So the honeycomb is the internal structure of our solid model. This is about 20% solid, so it's it's mainly hollow, hence such a big honeycomb pattern. But the more fill you have it and the higher percentage infill you set on your software, your slicing software, the tinier your honeycomb pattern will be. So you just see the filament there, if you look really closely, being extruded out onto it. If you look really close now, you can, at the nozzle, you can see it's been laid onto our model. Now let's have a really good look at that honeycomb internal structure. This is just a quick time lapse, guys, of our lovely house model. This is about a 10-hour print broken down into only moments for you guys. We can see the x-axis and the y-axis moving rapidly here. This is just an idea of just their movements throughout the creation of the model. And our model is made. Now you guys get to see the little house structure. Hope you guys learned something brand new about 3D printers. Thank you for watching. Bye.